Biggest story one day last week was the looming railroad strike. You remember that? That would have impacted nearly all sectors of the U.S. economy.
If the strike happened, it would have reportedly cost $2 billion a day. But an agreement was struck, avoiding this disaster. So how do railroad workers really feel about this tentative deal? David Manning is a locomotive engineer of 17 years, and he joins us now. Hey, David, nice to see you today. All right, tell me about what deal was reached, and what do you think about it?
Well, here's what we were told so far, and it's been very limited. Not much has been put out, but I want to clear something up. We didn't get a 24% raise. We got a 22% raise, 24% compounded. That's 3% in 2020, 3.5% in 21, 7% in 2022, 4% in 2023, and 4.5% in 2024. On top of that, our health care is going to go up, even though it's capped. It's going to go up with inflation and extra costs for premiums as they typically go up. As you guys know, that's not what we were fighting about. And everything that we were fighting about has not been addressed with the tentative agreement that any of us have seen so far.
So do you think that this agreement may fall apart? This was already celebrated that, hey, the union has met an agreement here, a tentative deal, as you put it, but the vote isn't set for another couple days. And that's when these union reps will have the time to hear folks like yourself, their complaints about it. In your circle, sir, have you heard anything about the vote Thursday? Is this all a done deal?
The only vote that I know about is the general chairman committees are going to have a vote within the next week or so to determine whether or not they want to accept it at their general chairman committee level. As for us, we're not going to get the vote on this thing for probably a good month and a half. I mean, nothing that we've seen in this agreement or this tentative deal goes over anything but wages, health care, and scheduled time off. We weren't looking for scheduled time off. We were looking for what we already had 2 years ago, unscheduled time off without getting fired for it. These carriers and our unions apparently failed to comprehend that. You know, we're asking to be able to see our kids play a few baseball games a year that didn't happen just by random chance. We work in an industry that consumes our lives. And until the last few years, the carriers actually treated us with a little bit of respect and dignity. Now we get zero of it. I mean, we got to work every single day of our lives just to not get fired.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear the frustration. Again, this sort of tentative deal, as you say, it doesn't really include those sick times off or those days that you could use for as you say, going out, supporting your kid, watching them graduate if your shift was during that time. Tell me about...
It goes over nothing unscheduled. Nothing unscheduled. All they're talking about is they gave us one extra paid leave day for a year.
Wow.
That's it. And then they're talking about giving us 3 month or 3 times a year. If we schedule it 30 days in advance, they'll allow us to go to a doctor's appointment without discipline.
Oh my goodness. And it's not like you can...
FMLA laws
Sure.
that go over that. We already have RISA laws that happened back in 2008 that actually mandate that these carriers were supposed to give us that to begin with. There's nothing to negotiate there. That's federal law. Why we were negotiating that and why we're still upset about that, I don't know. Like I said, we had these days 2 years ago. They recently took them away. They made profits well over my 17 years on the railroad. They've made record profits. Now all of a sudden they can't do it unless they make us work every single day. It doesn't make sense.
Are you nervous about speaking out, David? Obviously, you're represented by a union. Are you nervous about yourself speaking out about this?
As long as I don't coordinate myself between them and myself, I'm speaking out on my own behalf. And it's my own opinions. But yeah, I could tell you, based on my coworkers and the large platforms that I run personally, it won't pass. And we're going to be right back here, and probably within the next couple months, probably mid-December strike.
Wow. Again, we know the impact that railroad workers have on our day-to-day lives, transporting goods across this country. It's very important. David Manning joining us with his thoughts sort of behind the scenes of what's going on with those agreements. We appreciate it, David. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for covering this.
You're welcome. Take care.
That's an interesting perspective. I just wanted to pause because he said that this, again, that was only him not representing the union, but for himself as an employee and his own thoughts in his own life. This may not be done. There may be another strike that may happen. And he kind of put it better into perspective, right? We talk about what the union wants and what the White House, or how President Biden got involved, and he broke it down to, hey, we need to be able to call in if we get sick. You can't predict that. You may wake up with a migraine one day. You don't want that behind one of these locomotives, right? Or you may have to take a child to a doctor. You may be a single parent. You're going to need those types of days off. That seems to be common sense to most people there. And he did a beautiful job of breaking that down, helping us to understand exactly how this impacts.
It was celebrated as a big victory. The White House making that call, the decisions coming together, crisis averted.
They didn't talk to David, apparently, for a celebration.
Yeah.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the truth. No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.